Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the Travel Weekly and Travel Age West virtual studios. This is Mary Pat Sullivan here today on behalf of Arnie Weissman, Ken Shapiro, and the entire North Star team, bringing Cox and Kings and the destination of Peru to you today. This is going to be a great session. We have a lot of content. We have 3 speakers joining us today. Really excited about this session. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. This is an interactive session. We'd love for you to share your questions and your comments with us. There's a box there on the screen. Type them in, and as soon as we get through the formal presentation, we'll come back on the line. We'll get through as many of your questions as we can. We'll also send the full question file off to our speakers today, so if they can get back to you directly, I'm sure that they will. In addition, this session will be archived, so you don't have to take copious notes. Sit back, listen, and learn. Session will be available later today and for the next 12 months on the Travel Weekly and Travel Age West websites under the Resources tab where the webinars are located. One last piece of information, really important, one lucky live attendee will win a one-night stay at the Palacio del Inca for 2, including breakfast. So good luck to you. We'll pick our winner live at the end of the session, so you need to be here with us live to win. And we have 3 speakers with us today, just so you know who you're about to hear from. We have Brenda Ochoa, from the Leisure Account Manager from Libertador Hotels, Cecilia Berrocal, who is the U.S. Market Specialist for PromPerú, and Ignacio Valin, who is the Director of Latin America, Antarctica, and Europe for Cox and Kings. We're going to start today with our colleague Cecilia, who is joining us today from PromPerú in Peru, and we're so happy to have you with us. So Cecilia, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Succeeding Selling Peru. So, nowadays when someone asks you to give some advice for their next vacation, you have plenty of options to show and different experiences to offer them. But the most important value, what luxury travelers are looking forward, is not only have an experience in itself. This experience has to be accompanied by a personal fulfillment, and this transformational value of the experience that can help travelers to become a better person. So when you find out which destination fits perfect on this requirement, then you will have hit the nail on the head. And Peru is one of the best places that your client will definitely find this kind of life-changing experience. So in the next 20 minutes, we will give you some key information on Peru and how you can persuade your client to come to this unique country. You will know what sets Peru apart from other destinations, and the most important, how to match your client's interest with our offer. So, first of all, it is very important to remark our proximity with the North American market. We have 9 non-stop flights from the main U.S. gateways, and the shortest flight, which is Miami, can take 5 hours approximately. And this is the same time flying from coast to coast in the U.S., as you know. And it is important to mention also that we have in Canada 2 non-stop flights in Montreal and in Toronto that connects with Lima. So, Peru is located in the central western of South America. It's extremely diverse since we have 3 important regions that defines our ecosystem and 84 of the world's 170 different types of livestock. And, we have the coast with different deserts, beaches, and fertile oases, the highlands defined by the Andean mountain range, and the Amazon rainforest, which is the country's largest nature reserve with a tropical weather. So regarding the highlands, many people ask us about the altitude and if Machu Picchu is too high for a common traveler. So for any misunderstood, we always show this chart that you can see in the screen in order to have an idea of the high altitude levels of each highlight in the highlands. And as you can see, Machu Picchu is located in lower areas, lower than Cusco City and Circuit Valley. Actually, Machu Picchu is located in the cloud forest, which is the beginning of the rainforest in Peru. So in order to avoid any high altitude sickness, we always recommend our clients to visit first the lower areas like The coast, the rainforest, Arequipa City, or the Sacred Valley for acclimatization. And then visit the higher places like Cusco City or Lake Titicaca in Puno, which are the highest tourist points in the southern Peru. So, as an advisor, sometimes it's very difficult to decide which destination is the best for your client. But I want to give you some tips of why Peru is a good option for them. First, we have connectivity. As I mentioned before, we have 9 awesome flights in the main gateways in the U.S. and 2 in Montreal and Toronto in Canada. And these flights can take between 5 to 8 hours, closer than other regions like Europe or Asia. We are in the same standard time. In winter, we are in the Eastern time, and in summer, we are located in the Central time. So it's avoid any jet lag problem. It is not necessary to adapt you to the time, so it is very, very convenient, especially for family travelers. You don't need a visa. There is no need for a visa. Americans and Canadian citizens just need a valid passport. Also, credit cards are widely accepted, and the rate of exchange with over 3 soles, which is our own currency, for $1 makes shopping very, very affordable. And also, I forgot to mention that English is spoken in all main tourist areas, so your clients won't feel disconnected. And also, there are some countries that can offer you beautiful landscapes for an adventure trip, for example. But besides these, in Peru, you can combine beautiful scenarios as well, but filled with history in each story that our local villagers maintain, fascinating memories of our own ancestors. And that kind of trips makes Peru unforgettable in people's mind. Also, we are aware that Machu Picchu might be the most important highlight your clients are planning to visit in Peru, and it has positioned very well in the tourism industry and make it unreplaceable sometimes. But Machu Picchu is only one of our gems that Peru can offer for every kind of trip your clients want to experience, and that makes unique. We want you to be aware that there are other destinations and sites that can help you to build the wow factor that we all want for our clients. So, if you tell us what kind of experiences your client is seeking, we will tell you where in Peru they can get it. So, due to our rich history and culture and a rugged geography, Peru has privileged scenarios where you can craft unforgettable experiences for your clients. So, a citadel built by the Incas on top of a mountain in the cloud forest of Cusco is just of our wonders. But let's check some of our cultural gems that you can find there. For example, we have Siyustani. Siyustani, located 20 minutes from Lake Titicaca in Puno, is part of our Inca treasures. This site lies on the shores of Lake Umayo, and it's famous for its Aymara funerary tombs, which are circular stone towers built to house the remains of the main rulers of the ancient Koya people. And the towers are up to 39 feet tall and are unique because the base of each tower is smaller in diameter than the top. Another gem located in the northeast of Peru is Cuelap Fortress, a monument that has been dubbed as a new Machu Picchu. It's located on top of a mountain with 360 degrees views in the northeastern region of Peru. And this region, an ideal one for active travelers, have been made more accessible with a LATAM flight from Lima to Jaén, followed by a 4-hour drive to the city of Chachapoyas, and the launch of a cable car system that shortens the time to access to this pre-Inca archaeological site from 2 hours to 20 minutes. Another gem, the Mara South Mines, which is a mandatory stopover during your visit to Sacred Valley. And this beautiful place called South Pools of Mara are located in the rural community of Pichingoto. And this site is highly recommended for photography lovers because of its impressive landscape that stretches out in all its splendor. And it is also perfect for hikers and mountain bikers, since this trail connects the salt mines with the villages of Taramba and Pinchingoto. And the salt of Mara has become so famous that villagers export their salt to the world. So highlights of this area also include the Moray archaeological site, which is a sort of amphitheater formed of various circular terraces. And nowadays, the owner of the famous central restaurant, Chef Virgilio Martinez, has opened Mil, which is a restaurant where diners can explore Andean culture through the restaurant's food prepared using seasonal and nearby valleys produce. Also, we have the Amazon rainforest, which offers two main destinations. In the northeastern, we have the city of Iquitos, only accessible by air or by river, and this is the gateway to the Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve, which is the largest reserve in Peru, where intimate river cruises are available for the comfort of a five-star hotel with the services of a naturalist guides. Then we have in the southeastern region is located Puerto Maldonado, which is the base for the exploration of the Tambopata National Reserve. You can reach the reserve in 45 minutes boat ride from Puerto Maldonado. And this is one of the last easily accessible virgin tropical rainforests in the world. So these two destinations share similar characteristics in flora and fauna, but the main big difference is that the mighty Amazon River is located in the north, so in the Iquitos area. Also, it is important to mention that both destinations, Iquitos and Puerto Maldonado, have direct flights to Cusco. The first one takes approximately 1 hour, and the second one, Iquitos, it takes like approximately 2 hours. Then, while the Amazon rainforest is a completely unique experience where you can have the opportunity to explore the planet's most biodiverse rainforest with full-day excursions, getting in touch with nature, watching the wildlife, bird watching, or hiking the paths of the jungle. You can do some excursions to the Lake Titicaca, Lake Sandoval in Tambopata, or sailing the Amazon River in boats during the day, or seeking for caimans at night. Or maybe you can walk in the canopy trees. These are just part of the activities that you can offer to your clients and will remind it forever. And if we talk about adventure experience, Peru is a destination that unites adventure, nature, and culture in one trip. It is a sum of these experiences that are incomparable for the spirit and a true adventure for.
Okay, folks, we're going to try and get Cecilia back on the line. She's dialing in from Peru, and we may have lost her, so please bear with us for just a moment while we dial in, see if we can get her on the line. Okay, Ignacio, I think what we'll do, we have Ignacio here from Cox and Kings, and we have Brenda from Libertador Hotel. So maybe what we'll do is we'll pause for a moment Cecilia's presentation and bring up Brenda. Folks, so bear with us. We're going to bring up Brenda's presentation, and when we get Cecilia back on the line, we'll come back and finish Peru.
Okay, so my name is Brenda, and I'm from Libertador Hotels at Peru. So I'm going to tell you very quickly about my hotels. We are a portfolio of luxury hotels, and we currently have 4 different brands. One of our brands is the luxury collection. They all belong to Marriott Hotels. In luxury collection, we have 3 different hotels located at Paracas, which is in the south of Lima. In Cusco and in the Sacred Valley. Urubamba is the Sacred Valley, and then we have 3 more at Lima. The Westin Hotel located at Lima, and the Aloft Lima Miraflores, which is a brand new. It opened 2 months ago. And we are opening one more in 2 months from here, the AC Hotel. So this is our Aloft. I'm actually sitting right here in Aloft Hotel right now. We have 164 rooms. It's a very technological hotel. It's a brand new hotel. The 3 foundations of the brand are design, technology, and music. So you're going to find it's a very, very good option for young people, for people who want to stay connected, for people who want very quick Wi-Fi and they just want to like have a good experience. This is our option. Then the other hotel we're going to have in 2 months, it's going to open in March, is the AC Hotel. It's located in Miraflores as well, right in front of the sea. The rooms have all sea vision. It's next to Larcomar, which is a very well-known mall in here. And then our third hotel located at Lima is the Westin Hotel and Convention Center. It is a 301-room hotel. It's very big. It's a luxury hotel. And this is the top Westin hotel in America, and it has a second place worldwide for Westin brand. So you're going to find it's a very, very nice hotel with 2 restaurants. It has 4 bars. And it has a huge swimming pool and a spa. The spa is also one of the best spas here in South America. And rooms are also very big, and they have a very nice view. Then we move to Cusco, which is one of the highlights from Peru. We have 2 different hotels over there. One is in the Sacred Valley, which is Tambo del Inca Luxury Collection. It is located right in the entrance of Sacred Valley. As you know, when you're going to Machu Picchu from Cusco City, you have to stop at the Sacred Valley. So this is a very good option for your passengers to have an overnight. It's a luxury hotel as well. This is a very nice swimming pool that is half with a ceiling, and then half of the swimming pool is outside, like right in the middle of the nature. These are some pictures from the staff, from the rooms. The rooms have also like a small terrace. You can go and have like a drink outside, and you can have a drink outside and like enjoy the view. And we also, this is very important, we have our private train station. So your passengers can have their train to go to Machu Picchu right in the hotel. They don't need to go to the train station. So that is very convenient. Then we move to Cusco City. We go back to Cusco City. We have Palacio del Inca Luxury Collection. This hotel used to be the Inca's house. So then it was a museum, and then it was a museum, and it has a lot of artistic paintings, and it also has like Inca wall inside the hotel. So it is a complete experience to be at this hotel. This is like a museum hotel. Like you see in this picture, this is the bar, and you have like original Inca wall in the bar. So it is a very nice experience. We also have a spa in here. We have everything for your passengers to feel great. These are some pictures from the rooms, the different kind of rooms we have. We have 9 categories of rooms to fit all of your passengers' needs. If you need further information, you can contact me anytime. And then our last hotel is located in Paracas. Paracas is in the south of Lima. It is actually 2 hours and a half from Lima. This is like a holiday destination. You can go and relax. Our hotel has like 2 big swimming pools. This is a deck from where you can have like a trip on a yacht. We also have a restaurant over there on the deck, and this is a very good option to finish your trip from Peru if you want to relax and have just a nice time at the beach and enjoy the swimming pool. So these are my hotels. I hope you like them, and in case you need any information, we are here to help you anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brenda. That was fabulous, and that was a wonderful interlude. Those properties are stunning, absolutely stunning. So that worked out perfectly. So you guys got a little feel for where you can locate your clients, and now we're going to go back to Cecilia. And Cecilia, I'm going to bring up your deck, and we'll welcome back into the studios. Thank you for dialing back in.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
No, totally fine. Okay. I just want to try and I think this is where we were when we lost you.
I think so, yes. Thank you, Mary. But I will start again my presentation. So as I was telling you before, one of the gems that we have in Peru is the Ica dunes that are part of the adventure attraction in the destination. And as I mentioned before, now it's very easier to combine it with Cusco, since we have a direct flight from Pisco in just about 40 minutes. And also the different kind of activities that you can do in these places are, for example, doing some kind of off-road or bagging riding around the dunes, doing some kind of sunboarding, and maybe delighting with the beautiful oasis of Huacachina. And also at the end of the journey, you can have the experience of staying in a beautiful tent that awaits you to provide with beautiful and comfortable experiences, including a gourmet dining and a champagne under the stars. And also, another of the places that we have is the Colca Canyon, which is one of the most iconic places for adventure in Peru, since it's one of the deepest canyons of the world, perfect for trekking and rafting. It is the best place to watch the flight of the condor. It has thermal waters in Chivay area. You can also ride the Peruvian Paso horseback, or just simply you can hike among the canyon walls. Also, another attraction in the northern Peru, close to Cuelap area, perfect for adventure people, is the Gocta Falls, which is one of the highest cascades in the world. It actually drops a total of 2,000 feet over two falls, and it is a natural spectacle that makes the 3 mile journey from Cocachimba, which is the starting point, well worth it. And for those who are looking and of the beaten path destination, Cualap and Gocta, located in Amazonas region, is a perfect opportunity to explore it. And also we have other attractions in the area like Carajia sarcophagi and the Lake Mebamba Museum. So if we talk about the urban experience, definitely Lima is a perfect place because it's a mixture of modern and ancient city, because it has centuries-old colonial churches and Inca ruins collide with the world-class gourmet bistros and its beautiful parks and gardens, which border the cliffside views of the Pacific Ocean, as you can see on the screen. And also for many years, Lima has been a sort of a stepping stone in the itinerary of passengers going to Cusco and Machu Picchu. But nowadays, any visit to Peru would be incomplete without exploring this historic and modern city. And well, we have also our gastronomy. Our food is an important part of our lives, but especially when we travel. And some of us choose our destination for its flavor. So Peru is blessed in this field, and for some years we have been experiencing a gastronomic boom with, celebrity chefs, new restaurants, and new cooking lessons offering for travelers. Well, the richness of our cuisine comes not only from the quality of our native ingredients, remember how biodiverse Peru is, but also from the result of the fusion of our indigenous cuisine with other cuisines like the Spanish, the African, the Chinese, and the Japanese. And well, this regional cuisine is strong, with every city proudly boasting its own dish with unique flavors and identity. And some of the experiences your clients can have are foraging for herbs and tubers in the Second Valley to later cook a meal side by side with a renowned chef, or maybe chilling out in the border of Lake Titicaca, tasting Indian flavors, as you can see in this picture, or maybe just taking part in a Pachamanca ceremony, a ritual taking place since Inca times, celebrating the fertility of Mother Earth anywhere in the highlands. Well, now we have, this is a beautiful picture of the shores of Lake Titicaca, which is the highest navigable lake in the world. And as you can see, this is the Urus Reed floating islands, and they have artificially crafted entirely of totora reeds, and they navigate, the lake in traditional boats, also made of of reeds, and people continue to live in those islands as their ancestors have. So, well, just to finalize, I want to mention that Peru is a country full of history and living cultures, that our people know how to maintain it, full of stories that will enrich your journey, and that's the reason why people agree that Peru is a life-changing experience destination, not only for our diversity and vast territory, or for our millenarian culture, or for our amazing gastronomy. Actually, the people is our best asset. From the local village that loves teaching how to play the Peruvian flute, or inviting you their meals in a way of appreciation, or the local guide that explains you their stories like a tale, or the waiter that always gives you a smile, and that is Peru and our riches. So, well, I hope this information will help you to craft unforgettable travel experience for your clients. And if you want to become a Peru agent, you can get into www.peruagent.com, where you will find the latest news on developments. And for those who finish the course, you will get a chance to win a gift card of $250, and our Peru Points program that will reward your Peru sales with either a bonus every month. And also in the same link, you can download the Peru Sales Companion, which is a platform that showcases all the information that an advisor needs to sell the destination, from useful content, interesting advisor tips, videos, brochures, maps, all in your hands, available for smartphones and tablets. So don't miss the chance and check out PeruAgent.com. And well, finally, if you have any question about the destination, please do not hesitate to contact us, and we will be very, very happy to assist you. And well, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cecilia. That was wonderful. And you have a lot of folks on the line who have clients coming soon. So that's great. Lots of folks have customers with trips planned already, so that's wonderful to hear. So we're going to come back to you with some questions in a little bit, and now we'll bring our final speaker into the studios. We have Ignacio here from Cox and Kings, and we're so thrilled to have Cox and Kings with us to kind of put the pieces together. So, Ignacio, welcome to the studio.
Thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know everyone is extremely busy, especially at the beginning of the year, but we really appreciate your time. I wanted to just take the time to, kind of just tell you a little bit about our company, what we do, what we specialize in, and really where we excel, right? So more than anything, thank you. We're a company that, has, a 260-year history, which luckily for me, I didn't found the company, which is great. So, we were one of, again, established in 1758. We basically led the first Mount Everest expedition, back in 1922, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of history, and also organized Gandhi's first trip to Europe. So, again, we've been around a bit. In general, like I would say that, our company definitely specializes in customizing, FIT, experiences. Clients definitely in the past, I would say, and somewhat today, that company has always been known to offer really unique, experimental, luxury, off the beaten track experiences for clients. And that goes from, clients that are wanting to literally do a 5-day trek in the Himalayas or the Inca Trail, on, kind of like taking that experience to the next level, meaning, we could obviously customize that for them to a point where they would have their own, private guide, of course. They would have their own, gourmet chef with them during the trek. And, of course, a masseuse as well. So just kind of picture that as well. Even though some of these experiences are off the beaten track a little bit, we could still enhance them and offer a very unique, exclusive, and luxury experience. Our demographic in general is definitely, baby boomers, meaning, 55 plus. Although we've seen a recent surge in in travel for urban millennials and also multi-general families. We all since we specialize in customizing product or experiences for them. We take our time to really qualify each individual client or family, based on what they want to do, what they want to see, depending on the region. Then of course we'll customize each and every experience around their personal taste. Sorry. Now, what I wanted to do was show everyone a video on some of our experiences that we've had, especially in South America. Since this is obviously for South America, so let's watch this video together.
Travel has made me a better person, more cultured, well-rounded.
Travel teaches you to find the good in all people, enjoy their foods, immerse yourself in the culture.
Cox and Kings does that, and they end up adjusting the trip according to me.
So you can customize your adventure to what really interests you.
Yeah, so our destination specialist in this case, like I kind of reiterated a little bit earlier, we don't have a rest center at Cox and Kings. We have individual, destination specialists who have either lived or traveled extensively in each of the destinations that they specialize in. Seema, of course, she's from India, lived in India, of course, is with us and has extensive knowledge of India and subcontinent. Myself, of course, like I said, I've lived. I'm originally from Mexico, lived in Mexico, but have traveled, extensively throughout, South and Central America. Donnelly, extensive, basically knowledge in Africa and the Middle East. Michelle, which is one of our newbies, although she's been with us for a few years, has so much extensive knowledge in Europe. Dania, same thing as Donnelly, her and her work, side by side, has extensive knowledge in Africa and the Middle East. And Anna and Michelle, they work together as well. Anna has, she comes, to us with over 25 plus years of Europe experience. Derek is an Asia savant, to be honest with you. He can sit there and tell you stories of Asia, no matter the country. Like he knows the destination extensively. Vinny is our global, know-it-all, which, no matter what destination, with her experience, 30 plus years, she could literally, I'm sure she could help your clients customize a great itinerary. Renata, she works with me closely in Latin America. She's Brazilian, but again, extensive knowledge throughout Latin America as well. Some of the things, that I wanted to kind of emphasize is, what we do and what we specialize in. And that is that we can completely customize and cater to each client's individual needs and wants, I guess, in this case. Peru is one of my favorite destinations in the world. I've traveled to Peru, 7 times now. I would say that I would be one of those that I would say I know Peru inside out. Met lots of chefs, lots of curators, lots of guides. During my travels in Peru, the foodie experience in Peru is amazing. This is why we've made it a point to really highlight some of Peru's just great cuisine, as they're known for in the world now. And what we've done there is basically work with a couple of, really great chefs. One of them being Chef Penelope Alzamora, which will welcome our guests, we either small groups or privately, to her home, to a restaurant where she could literally prepare the food along with the chefs, and really just more than anything enhance and help the clients immerse themselves in the Peruvian cuisine, which is, what most of our clients are looking for, right? Like they're basically just looking to really get to know the culture, and no better way, no other better way to do that than through the food. Casa Liaga, of course, is one of the most historic houses in all of Peru. Francisco Pizarro, one of the old one of the explorers, one of the Spanish explorers. This was his original home, passed down to some generations. This dates back to 15th century. These are some of the experiences that we like to basically kind of offer clients, in the sense that they can explore history, see art, the art collection within the house. They'll be hosted by one of the family members. Again, this dates back to 15th century. So generations and generations of history and art and everything you can think of. Just truly a great, unique experience. In and around Cusco and the Sacred Valley, we work with Gustavo Leon, which is a local music historian. He's unique in the sense that he's, again, immersed himself in the local Chequan, culture. He, basically has learned himself all of these, all of the Peruvian historic, instruments. He'll host our clients, teach them the instruments. They have a small performance, again, either group or, small group or private, that he does for our clients. And it's just, we've got nothing but really great feedback about that. We could also do things, just, like host, private dinners at the local museums, either at the Pre-Columbian Museum in Cusco, Larco Herrera in Lima. There's just so many unique experiences that we could offer clients, when they're looking to just kind of do something a little more exclusive, a little different. Now we'll, kind of dive in a little bit into our small luxury group journeys. This is a new product that we've launched last year. What we've done is really taken our FIT programs, our FIT experiences, the really personal service that we offer on our FIT side, and brought that over to our group journeys, I should say. Our small group journeys really, they're capped at 18 passengers, but each one of our departures is guaranteed. So even if you have two clients that want to travel, they like the itinerary, and they can only travel on that specific departure, then again, they're guaranteed. So regardless, they will be basically, traveling on that specific itinerary. The accommodations that we've taken into consideration for the group journeys, they're all deluxe, 5-star accommodations. We've hand selected each of the hotels based on what we're known for, what we offer, and again, that's luxury, boutique style hotels, more personal service, which clients seem to really, look for nowadays. We've implemented, or we've actually included curators, specialized guides, which means historians, chefs, local historians, that they're not your typical guides, but they're, personnel that will come into the group and actually enhance each of the experiences. One of the hotels that we're offering, on this 9-day itinerary, is Hotel B in Lima. Hotel B in Lima is located in the, arts and, Bohemian district of Barranco. This is a fairly new district in Lima. It's kind of like becoming the, where to be place in Lima. It's most of the places that were in around Lima, in around this neighborhood, I should say, they were all, old historic Spanish colonial style, mansions that were once occupied, again, dating back a couple centuries, by very rich and wealthy, well-off people. You know, these mansions have now, little by little, been converted into small boutique-style luxury hotels, which is what really attracted us to it, because I feel that, with the history, and the luxury, when you offer the history and the luxury, that's just such a welcoming thing for clients. Barranco itself is, surrounded by, great restaurants, great cafes, and art galleries, which is, again, it's becoming the place to be. Part of what we tried to include within the itinerary was just unique experiences. And some of the experiences, are, visits to, museums like the Largo Herrera. And instead of just including a natural guide or just a local guide, what we've done is basically had the museum curator, host our clients for the tour there in Lima. Clients will, of course, during our overview of the city, we'll get to see the historic center, in all its beauty, of course. And in addition to that, obviously, get to see, get a really good overview of Lima. Going to, on day 3, in this case, clients would be flying from Lima to Cusco. With the altitude, keeping the altitude in mind, what we've done is, making sure that, we've basically taken clients once they arrive in Cusco out to the Sacred Valley, which is roughly around 3,000 feet, lower in elevation. And what we've included, on day of arrival is just a beautiful setting gourmet lunch with them, right by the lakeside, where they can basically, they come out of the airport, they're transferred to the Sacred Valley, scenic drive. Once they arrive, they have the beautiful lake in front of them, gourmet dinner, or gourmet lunch, I should say, I'm sorry. Right by the lakeside, where will help them acclimate and, of course, help them relax before, starting the touring there. Tambo del Inca is one of the hotels, that we're offering. Again, Libertador hotels are basically one of the best, hotels. They offer the best accommodations in and around Peru. Tambo del Inca being one of them. Again, alongside, they have great accommodations, great service, great food. They have a couple of great restaurants, on the premises. They also have their own, train station. Where clients that are staying there, it's easy for them to basically just walk a few footsteps to the train station, to basically board the train to Machu Picchu. On day 4, we're basically including a full day of Maras and Moray. I know my colleague Cecilia did a wonderful job of explaining, Maras, just giving you a really good explanation of Peru in general. So I won't spend too much time on this, but, with this itinerary, what we've done is just included, what your first-time travelers to Peru would want to experience, in addition to giving them a little bit of that exclusivity and uniqueness that clients, especially high-end clients, would want to experience with that would basically give them that wow moment that they're looking for. When clients travel to Peru, what we've done is we've included, a visit to Ollantaytambo. Ollantaytambo is, with its beautiful fortress there, what we've done is, included a visit to the town that morning. We've also included a lunch on the train, that afternoon, for clients that are continuing to Machu Picchu. But the thing that I'm most excited about is that we've actually given clients a couple of options that day. So, aside from what everybody else is offering, we've given our clients, in this case, an opportunity to hike the Inca Trail, the full-day Inca Trail. So that's from kilometer 105, where clients, the Sacred Valley, to kilometer 105. They get off the train, They're joined by a private guide, and then they do, the approximate 5.5 mile hike to Machu Picchu, enter through the Sun Gate, right at sunset, walk into Machu Picchu, and they see the citadel, of course, the ruins right beneath them, right at sunset, which is absolutely spectacular. Again, that's something that our competitors are definitely not doing, and something that we thought would be a definite highlight for those clients. Just to give you an example, if you had a group of 10 and 5 decide to do the hike and 5 do not, the 5 that do not to do the hike will just continue on to Machu Picchu. They'll do the tour of Machu Picchu while the others are doing the hike, and they literally just join that afternoon together and then on to the hotel. So the second day in Machu Picchu, they all do Machu Picchu together again as a second entrance for one and the first entrance for the other. But like I said, for those that are looking for just off the beaten track, just a really unique wow experience, this group journey would be a really great option. Inca Terra, Machu Picchu, the hotel we're offering in this particular program is my favorite in the sense that it's the grounds at Machu Picchu are just spectacular. You can just walk the grounds. It's got its own trails where you can see some of the wildlife and the fauna in and around the hotel. Even though it's not up on the mountain, like I said, it gives you a few more, it does give you a better option in the sense that once you come down from viewing the ruins, you could spend time at the hotel, just relaxing in your room. They have a couple of really great restaurants. You can walk into town, do some shopping, again, have dinner on your own, or you could walk a couple of the trails that are part of the hotel property. So much more many options than just staying up on the mountain. Coming back from Machu Picchu, again, we've included the Vista Dome train, just like we did on the way up. However, we have, we are giving clients the option to upgrade to the Hiram Bingham. The difference between the two trains is that, basically the Vista Dome is a first class deluxe train that has the big panoramic windows. We love that option because simply, clients, from the Sacred Valley to Machu Picchu, they get excited. They see the panoramic views. They see the jungle, and they get super excited about it. Coming back, we could do the same, obviously, different route going back to Cusco. However, if clients want to upgrade, we could simply upgrade them to the Hiram Bingham. And, of course, that's more of a luxury experience, white glove treatment, three-course gourmet meal, champagne meal, I should mention. And, for clients that are looking to just kind of have that, wow end of Machu Picchu experience, and, I would recommend them, upgrading to the Hiram Bingham. Palacio del Inca, once clients are back in Cusco, Palacio del Inca, again, is one of my favorite hotels there. Like my colleagues have mentioned, basically it was built atop, Incan walls. Most of the rooms, some of the rooms, I would say that in and around the hotel, even the common areas, were built on top Incan walls. You could still see the Incan walls, on the side, and then what they did was just kind of build a structure on top of that. But to me, more than anything, they've converted it into just a beautiful luxury property. Anywhere from a superior to a suite can be accommodated. And more than anything, it's for those clients that are looking for, again, something different, something unique, something luxurious that they can come back and talk to their friends about. This hotel has tons of history while still providing great service, the luxury accommodations. And again, that history is just so much. That Incan history is just, something that will obviously have your client speaking for a while. Day 7 of the itinerary, we're basically doing a what we call a half-day tour of Cusco, which includes the fortress of Sacsayhuaman. Sacsayhuaman, being right outside the city, we're including the market right in the central city of Cusco. And again, it's just an overview of the city. However, with our Cusco historian that we've included, it truly will enhance your client experience. Day 8 in Cusco, it's just basically what we've done is given, kind of like the clients another overview of the of the city as well, giving them a little bit of time to, kind of shop on their own. Cusco being one of the favorite cities, one of my favorite cities, or walkable cities, I should say, is just wonderful when most of the city center, especially the hotels that are in and around the town square, are within walking distance, super safe. There's lots of shops, lots of shopping, lots of, just people watching to see, I should say. It's just a great experience for clients that, also, want to kind of like a structured itinerary, which a group itinerary is, but also a little bit of flexibility that will allow them to basically go into the town square and just people watch, go into the market and, experience some of the, tastes of the country, some of the foodie, take advantage of some of the foodie experiences that are in the market. That's at the end of the day, that's how you get to know the local culture. So I'm sure clients will truly enjoy this experience, the itinerary itself, and for now, that's basically it for our group itinerary. Let me know if you have any questions. Glad to help. And like I said, we have a lot of specialists in-house that can help definitely customize one of your clients' itineraries.
Thank you, Ignacio. And I'm going to put, I think we have your brochure information up here because I think this is really important for everybody on the line to have access to. Folks, you can download PDF versions of these slide decks right there on your screen on the Event Resources tab, because I'm seeing lots of comments about great information and beautiful destination information. So I'm going to try and get a few quick questions in before we pick our winner, but I also want to remind everybody I will send all your questions off to the speakers today if they can get back to you directly. I'm sure that they will. Ignacio, I'm going to start with you. The video that you shared with our audience, you got a lot of kudos for that. It was beautiful. Is there a place that the folks on the line can access the videos or any other collateral material if they want to go now and share it with their customers? Ignacio, are you there?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was going to say that. Sorry about that. I got cut off. But yeah, that's something that myself and Blair can definitely, if we get individual contact details, it's on our website now, but if we get individual contact details, we could definitely send that out directly to each of the agents. Okay, great. So that information, the folks that requested it, is in there in the queue, and we'll also, folks, the web address for Cox & Kings is right there on the screen, so you can go there as well to access it. And now I'm going to go, actually, Cecilia, to you, because this question came up so many times. So can you give us a feel for best time of year? Are there seasonal times that would be best to go? And what would you recommend is the perfect length of stay for the first-time visitor?
Well, actually, you can visit Peru at any time of the year. However, our high seasonal stage of the year is from May till August and September, which is the dry season. You can visit the highlands without any problem. And however, I like to go, for example, in October and in November, because it is start the rainy season, and the landscapes are very green, are very beautiful. So actually, you can visit at any time. However, if you want to avoid any rainy season, maybe from May until October could be great.
Okay, excellent. And would you remind us again, I know we sent it out to the audience, but just so that, because folks are still asking, where they should go if they want to take your travel agency training program?
If they want to get a training with PromPerú, you can get into our web. I'm sorry?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can get into our Peru Specialist program, which is www.peruagent.com. And over there you will find this course, and also you can download our application, which is our Peru Sales Companion.
Oh, excellent. Okay. And Brenda, if you're still on the line, lots of folks are trying to figure out how to contact you directly. Are you okay if we share your email address with the audience?
Yeah, that's fine. We also have a very good relationship with Cox & Kings, so in case you need anything, you can also contact us through them, or you can give them my email. That's totally fine.
Okay, if you would do me a favor and type it right in there on the chat box so that we can send that out to the audience, that would be great. While we and what I think I'm going to do, looking through, and I think what we're going to do is get you all the questions. But Ignacio, I'm going to ask you one more question because there was quite a bit of discussion about groups, and you have some great programs. And I think you mentioned what the average group size is, but folks were asking, can they customize? Can they do an itinerary that might be a smaller group and work with your organization to customize some options?
Absolutely. I think probably I would say that's what we specialize in is our FIT. So any clients or any clients that you have that want to customize a specific journey, whether it be for one person, two people, or a multi-generational family, we can certainly help with that. And again, whatever they want to do, whatever their interests, I assure you we can do something with it.
Folks, I'm going to give another plug. Cox and Kings did a webinar with us about a month ago on some Europe product, and it was also phenomenal. And so you should go back into the resources and take a look at that on the Travel Weekly or Travel Age West website. Similar options here to customize and have great experiences. So we really love having you back in the studios with us today. And, folks, before we wrap, we're going to pick our winner right now. And as we're doing that, I just want to remind everyone that we love having you here with us virtually, but we'd also love to see you live. Our team at North Star has several events geared specifically to our travel professional partners, and the applications are now being accepted for Global Travel Marketplace West, Global Travel Marketplace in Fort Lauderdale. We also have a Future Leaders event for the under 40 crowd. I don't qualify, but please consider applying for that if you do. And we'll be at Cruise World in November and in Fort Lauderdale. We'd love to see you guys live, so we hope that you can join us in one of our live events. And now it is my absolute pleasure on behalf of the folks at Cox and Kings and PromPerú and the hotel companies to give you this wonderful prize. My lucky winner is, and here we go, folks, and I wish it was me, but it's not. You'll have to tell us how the trip is. It's Yvonne at Exec Tours, Yvonne Hanratty at Exec Tours. So, Yvonne, we'll get you in touch with the team at Cox and Kings to make your plans. Congratulations to you. And to everyone else on the line, thanks for being with us today. This session will be archived and available later today for the next 12 months on the Travel Weekly website. So thank you to our speakers today. Thank you to Cecilia, Brenda, and Ignacio for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you again real soon.